welcome on this dark night to this episode of Let's Talk Monsters. This week's episode is all about the Dullahan. The Dullahan, or Headless Horseman as known from pop culture, is a Celtic monster from the Irish mythos. Usually depicted as a man, but not always. There are many stories of female Dullahan, but it always appears as the same, a dark spirit in black robes or black armor, with a whip made of a human spine in one hand and a severed, decaying head in the other. The Dullahan will appear on a black horse with glowing eyes in most stories, while there are some told of it appearing in a dark carriage drawn by 6 black horses with glowing eyes. The carriage is torch or candle lit, made of tombstones and human bone, carrying multiple coffins. While the exact origin of the Dullahan legend is unclear, most believe it to be either a dark spirit or, as one of the Fae folk, a dark fairy. The Dullahan story varies slightly depending on what part of Ireland you find yourself in, but there remain certain constants of the legend. First, unlike the Banshee who warns of a coming death, the Dullahan comes to end the life and take the soul of that it has condemned. Second is that it has certain powers in all of the legends. First, it cannot be outrun in any instance, not by foot, horse, or by car. And second, and probably the most unique, is that all doors, locks, and other impediments open as it pursues. The next power, probably the most gruesome, is that it does not like being looked upon by mortal eyes. If it catches you watching it will either use its whip to slash out your eyes or throw a bucket of blood in your face. Lovely, isn't it? The last constant is that the Dullahan can only speak once per journey to the mortal realms. It uses this to speak the name of the soul that it has condemned, making it impossible from that point to escape. Or is there a way to escape? According to legend, the Dullahan has only one weakness, an irrational fear of gold. This comes from an old folk tale of the Dullahan told throughout Northern Ireland. The story is as follows. One night, a man in Galway was on his way home when all of a sudden he heard the sound of a horse's hooves pounding along the road behind him. He turned around, and when he saw what emerged from the darkness, all he could do was stare in dread. It was the Dullahan of legend. The man tried to run, but it was of no use. Nothing can outrun the Dullahan. Desperate to escape, the man searched his pockets and found his gold wedding ring. He tossed it into the road behind him and ran. There was a loud roar that split the silence of the night, and when he glanced back over his shoulder, he saw that the Dullahan was gone. To this day, this superstition and stories of the Dullahan still persist throughout Ireland. As being raised in the culture myself, as my grandmother told it, we cannot let our Druid stories and culture die, and they must be told, or we are all doomed. Her warning was, as it never changed, during festival nights like that of Samhain, when the sky is clear and the moon is bright, fear the sound of horse hooves while walking the forest or the grasslands. Don't look back. Never look back. Toss your gold coins over your shoulder and run like you've never run before, or face the Dullahan's whip. This was our first episode of Let's Talk Monsters. We are definitely working out the kinks, but we have many more stories and episodes to come. We will keep doing them until we run out of monster stories to tell. But with the amount of mythologies, pantheons, and stories that have spread through the centuries of what goes bump in the night, I don't foresee us ever running out of stories to tell. These episodes will be every Monday for our Monster Mondays and our Let's Talk Monster episodes. Thank you for joining. And remember, don't let the Dullahan catch you. Thank you. Good night.